Lord Krishna in the Brahma Vimohan Leela. After the Brahma Vimohan Leela, he is apologizing to the Supreme Lord. Please forgive me for my audacity to test you. And he is also expressing what should be the consciousness of anybody in this creation towards the Supreme Lord in any situation. In any situation. What should be the consciousness? Now, having read this, we are also going to read another prayer of one other great Mahajan, right? A great Vaishnava Acharya himself, Bhishma Dev. This is in Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 17. Tasmad idam daivatantram vyavasya bharatar sabha tasyanu vihito anatha नाथ पाहि प्रजा प्रभु नाथ पाहि प्रजा प्रभु. So this is a verse being spoken by Bhishma Dev to Yudhishthira. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O best among the descendants of Bharata, Yudhishthira, I maintain, therefore, that all this is within the plan of the Lord. Accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord, you must follow it. You are now the appointed administrative head, and my Lord, you should now take care of those subjects who are now rendered helpless. So Bhishma Dev is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj that he should take over the kingdom now. So he is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, the whole war happened. Dharma sansthapanaya thaya sambhavami yuge yuge. All that happened. Dharma is established. Now you have to take over the kingdom. Because there are a lot of people depending on you. Yudhishthira was putting the blame on himself that I am the reason, I am the cause for all this bloodshed. I cannot take care of this kingdom which is completely kept on blood of so many people. Good and bad people, doesn't matter. Because Yudhishthira was a Vaishnava himself. So here Bhishma Dev is saying, no, you don't have to think that way. You have done what is needed because there is a correction needed in the world. And why do you have to think that you understood what has happened? Because nobody can understand the Supreme Lord's plan. You all being so close to Supreme Lord also had to go through so many austerities and so many sufferings throughout your life. How would anybody understand why are you going through what you're going through? Right? So consider everything as a plan of God because He knows better than us and He wants you to sit on the throne and rule the world. So do it as a service. Purport. The popular saying is that a housewife teaches the daughter-in-law by teaching the daughter. The popular saying is that a housewife teaches the daughter-in-law by teaching the daughter. You all heard this? When a new daughter-in-law comes to the house, instead of telling her how to live in this house, what is the culture of the house, she brings her daughter and she tells her, sleep at 6 o'clock. She is like, I am already in the house. I am already sleeping at 6 o'clock. Why are you telling me? Because she is not telling her, indirectly she is telling the daughter-in-law that whichever house you came from, we sleep at 6 o'clock here. Right? So that's a very good way of explaining the daughter-in-law how to be in this new family with the new culture without telling her directly, indirectly. So here also, Bhagavad Gita is also being spoken not to Arjuna, to all of us. Krishna is speaking to Arjuna just like a mother is speaking to the daughter, and message is being passed on to the daughter-in-law. And we are all the daughter-in-laws in a way. Right? Similarly, the Lord teaches the world by teaching the devotee. The devotee does not have to learn anything new from the Lord, because the Lord teaches the sincere devotee always from within. Whenever, therefore, a show is made to teach the devotee, as in the case of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, it is for teaching the less intelligent men. A devotee's duty, therefore, is to ungrudgingly accept tribulations from the Lord as a benediction. The Pandavas were advised by Bhishma Deva to accept the responsibility of administration without hesitation. The poor subjects were without protection due to the battle of Kurukshetra, and they were awaiting the assumption of power by Maharaj Yudhishthira. A pure devotee of the Lord accepts tribulations as favors from the Lord. Please repeat after me. A pure devotee of the Lord accepts tribulations as favors from the Lord. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no mundane difference between the two. Between what two? Between what two? Between happiness and distress.
Between the two.
Yeah. I'm not missing Ramesh Prabhu today. He's not in good health. So let's pray for him, enthusiastic devotee. So, Atras Parshastu Konteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada Agama Apaina Nityas Tam Stiksha Bharata. So, tolerating happiness and distress. Right? I never understood what does it mean to tolerate happiness. I don't know how many of you understood. It took some time for me, and still it is so difficult for me to accept that I have to tolerate happiness. Come on, why should I tolerate happiness? When I'm happy, I'm happy. I should enjoy, I should party, I should tell the whole world that everything is going good for me. What is the problem? Until I read the purport of Matras Parshastu Konteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada, where beautifully Prabhupada is explaining, and rather Lord Krishna is explaining Arjuna, that if you don't have the heart to accept happiness with a pinch of salt, right, or accept happiness with regulation, or accept happiness as a temporary phenomenon, you will not have the courage to accept misery as a temporary phenomenon. You cannot. If somebody is celebrating a lot, then it also means he is going to cry a lot. He has the highest capacity to cry. And if somebody is crying a lot, that means he has the highest capacity to celebrate also. So, accepting success in this material world is part of life as much as accepting failure is. Right? This was taught by all our ancestors in the family in the form of culture, always. Whenever there was a grand success, it was not about you enjoying, it was serving others. Right? Whenever there is a big, very nice crop, very nice vegetation, very nice dhanyam that came, immediately Brahmanas were given a lot of donation. Immediately, there was a lot of dhanam done. Why? Because the success has to be celebrated through sacrifice, not through accumulation. Today's problem is, we want to accumulate when there is success. When there is money, push it to the bank account, FD, fixed deposit, or property, real estate, whatever. Then what happens? When the money is not there, you will feel that much more double time miserable to take away the money from the fixed deposits, or to sell those properties, to accept that failure is also part of life. But in earlier days, even when there is success, even there is failure, people did not eat more than what they normally eat. People did not go around what normally they would go around. Their life was very regulated. Vacation means, even 20, 30 years back, LTC. I don't know if you heard this word anywhere. That is a vacation time. My father would take me on a LTC. He took me to Kerala. I still remember. And LTC trip means a fixed one trip in a year. Government gives you the train tickets, and we go with that. That's vacation. And the vacation is awaited appreciated and valued. And in school, I used to tell my friends, I'm going on LTC. Where are you going? My father is taking LTC. I don't know what is LTC. But LTC was a popular word in those days. We used to await that vacation and there was a lot of value towards it because it was rightly utilized. Today, there is no value to vacation even if people are going vacation every month. There is no happiness in that. People are frustrated more in vacation, after vacation and before vacation. Right? Before vacation, they are frustrated that can I go to vacation? In vacation, they are frustrated that I have to come back from vacation. And after coming back from vacation, they are frustrated that I spent so much, I never found any happiness. Right? And the more vacations, the less happiness. There's no meaning. People say, even in Bhakti, sometimes, okay, I have money, I'll go to Dham, I'll go Vrindavan, I'll go Mayapur, I'll go Jagannathpur, I'll go this, I'll go that, I'll go that. But when you go, how much are you absorbed? Right? People go to Kirtan Mela. They don't sit in Kirtan only. They don't sit in Kirtan. In 5 days of Kirtan Mela, sometimes many of them just sit for half an hour. In that half an hour also, they're thinking, okay, who will I find to chat? Somebody gets, I'll go. Then I'll say, I have to do Dham Darshan also. Are you went for Kirtan Mela, na? Sit. You cannot sit in Kirtan Mela. You cannot. God will not allow you to sit in Kirtan Mela. You will go to Kirtan Mela, you will not sit in Kirtan Mela. Because sitting in Kirtan Mela needs love for Krishna. How can you hear the names of Krishna if you don't have love for Krishna? You can fake around saying, I have gone to Kirtan Mela. I'll go to Parikrama of Govardhan. If your spiritual life is not that nice, what Parikrama of Govardhan you will do? There is no difference between Parikrama of Govardhan or Parikrama of Gachibowli. There is no difference. Because while you are walking, what are you looking at? There is absorption. So, where is Krishna in my life? Right? Is he there or is he not there? Am I contemplating? Is he there? Or am superficially leading a spiritual life, assuming that he is there or faking around to people that he is there? Am I faking it to myself? Am I cheating myself? That is the biggest question we have to ask ourselves. And this question should be asked until our death by every devotee. Because I'm sitting on the Vyasa and don't think I'm asking this question to myself. Every day I have to ask. Where is Krishna in my life? Is he there or is he not there? My behavior, my priorities, my perspectives, is Krishna really there? Or I've just worn a shirt now which says Hare Krishna on top of that. That's it. Everything else is same inside. I just wore a shirt, like this dhoti kurta. After I go to the house, I throw this dhoti kurta as if it is the most abused object on the planet. And then I wear my shorts and my t-shirt and I feel, yes, now I'm liberated. So I was wearing this. One Sannyasi Maharaj told that the tendency to throw your dhoti kurta is like eating meat. The tendency is same. You are not changed anything. No mercy. No. You just are covering it yourself. I am wearing this. I pain. Throw it off. Now I am back to normal. You know what I am saying? Where is Krishna in my life? Because if you don't, why is this topic important, Prabhuji and Mataji? Is that if you don't have Krishna in your life, you cannot go through what Brahma is going through, you cannot go through what Bhishma is going through. And in the purport, Prabhupada is clearly saying, Krishna will do this to his Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat, what a surprise. Prabhuji, please join me here. I want you to share more on this verse. No. Please. You can.
No, I can't hear.
Hare Krishna. This was completely unplanned. When Prabhuji is here, I'll stumble to tell. Where is Balgovind Prabhu in this? His Grace Balgovind Prabhu ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Please add anytime, Prabhuji. Please. I am a completely unrealized person. You are sitting here. So, I was discussing where is Krishna in this.
No, it's hearing from me.
You are hearing from beginning. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji and Mataji's, where is Krishna in this? Where is Krishna in our life? Who is a great devotee? How would you describe a great devotee? Ah. Yeah.
One who follows the path.
So, how would you? Yeah, thank you. So, please, everybody, tell one by one who is a great devotee. How would you describe the qualities of a great devotee? Let's meditate on that. Right?
The degree of surrenderness.
Huh?
The degree of surrenderness.
The degree of surrender. Beautiful answer. Hare Krishna. And
who engages his senses for the pleasure of Supreme Lord.
yes, Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam. Very nice. Yes, Prabhu?
The one who follows the path. Which
The-
is given by the Lord.
Yes, one who follows the path. Perfect. Yes. And who is a great devotee? One who, Prabhu? One who understands the plans of Krishna. One who understands the plans of Krishna. Yes. Accepts that everything is done by Krishna only. That's wonderful. One who? Prabhu? Who loves Krishna. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you. Who engages everything in Krishna's service. Very nice. Hare. Beautiful answers. Yes. Yes,
Who
madam.
loves everyone.
Huh?
Who loves everyone.
Huh? Who loves everybody. Pandita Samadarshinaha. Yes. Huh?
Who renders the devotion service to the Supreme Lord. Trinadapi Sunichena.
Who's having a consciousness Trinadapi Sunichena Taropi Saishnu Amananiya Maradena. Yes. That's amazing. Highest level of answer. There is no answer beyond that. Yes, bro. One who is constantly hankering to serve Krishna. Underline the word hankering there. Very important. Today's theme is going to be mostly based on that hankering. Thank you. Mataji's?
Body, mind, and words to Krishna.
Who dedicates body, mind, and words to Krishna. Hare Krishna. I am surrounded by all pure devotees today. Balgan bro, success of preaching bro,
Amazing answers.
right? Amazing answers.
Realized.
I would not have told these answers if I am sitting there. Yes, Anuradha Priya Devidasi. Who is a great devotee? Whatever you told are the qualities of great devotee. Right?
One who considers himself servant of his Lord.
One who considers himself dasa, 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 no das. Right? Servant of the servant of the servant. Yes. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasaranu Das Seva Bhilasha Kore Narottama Dasa Seva Abhilasha Kore Narottama Dasa. Yes, Prabhuji, please. You were going to say something. So, who is a great devotee? So, recently I was hearing from His Grace Radhesham Prabhu. Great devotee, Prabhuji likes always to put acronym, right? GREAT. So, great devotees remain enthusiastic always in tribulations. They all liked it, right? His Grace Radhesham Prabhu ki Jai. And Radhesham Prabhu is coming here on 20th. He is going to be here. Haribol. Thank you. Yeah. Great, G for great devotees. R, remain. E, enthusiastic. A, always. Always even in. T for tribulations. Right? So great devotees always remain enthusiastic even in tribulation. Actually, that is a test, Prabhus. That is a test of our devotional life. How are we reacting to tribulations in life? That is when you'll know. You're chanting, you're going to Mayapur, you did Govardhan Parikramas, you had a, what is that? You have constructed a temple for Prabhupada. When everything is going on good, Prabhu, Bhakti is very simple, very happy, jolly. Nitai Gaur Premanande. But when something wrong happens, put this on him, no? Mercy, Hari Bol. Yeah, he's, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Hare Krishna. So, tribulations and humility. I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and there is this chapter in Adi Lila, I think chapter 10 or 9, I forgot it. It's about all branches of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, lineage. So far, I am already in the 70th branch or 80th branch, I don't remember. I thought there are only few branches. Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Pandit, and maybe Swarup Damodar Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. I'm counting and counting and counting and counting and counting. It's going to 50, 51, 52, 53, 53. I'm already in 70s, And there are still another, another 40 verses left. And I'm like, I want the chapter to get over. It's not getting over only. Last Saturday, I read 4 hours. Still it is going on. And Prabhupada is becoming ecstatic at each verse explaining the greatness of the devotee. Why he is in the lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and why he is a perfect branch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The devotee, Srila Prabhupada, is getting ecstatic to talk about a devotee. And the whole chapter is about Prabhupada's ecstasy. And I'm sure if Prabhupada would have wanted, he would have made 10 books out of that one chapter. So one of the instances, Prabhupada talks about this devotee named Sarangadasa. A very simple Vaishnava sitting on the banks of Ganges, of Ganga in Mayapur, and the only thing he does is he chants. He does his Sandhya, he chants. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu loves him a lot. And the whole Navadvip is looking at him. And he is so beautiful in his kirtan and his immersed and so humble. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishnuna, amananiya maradena, kirtanaya sadahari. Always is doing kirtan, completely paying respect to everybody. Anybody who comes, he pays respect. Unbelievable, right? One other thing that I read about Raghunath Das Goswami. 1,000 obeisances in front of the Supreme Lord every day in Jagannath Puri. 1,000 obeisances in front of the Supreme Lord every day. 1,000 obeisances. And 2,000 in front of devotees every day. Somebody wants to try this Ekadashi? I'm sure ambulance will come and take you from here. Software engineers definitely don't do that. And senior software engineers don't even think about it. Architects will die. Right? So Sarangadasa is such a simple Vaishnava who is not known, spoken about, but the local people so much in love with him. And Navadvip Vasis feel that he should initiate. You should initiate now. It's time. You should initiate. Because this kind of love you are having, you should give it for the next generation. You should give it. Give the love. And Sarangadasa feels that no, I'm not qualified to initiate anyone. I don't want to initiate anyone. I barely have love for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am sitting here, I am struggling with my own consciousness. He's so humble and so living in himself. God-centric looks like self-centric. He's not self-centric, he's so much God-centric. Right? So much living in himself. And then looking at his situation, Mahaprabhu comes in his dream and says, initiate. So initiate. And Sarangadasa gets up in the morning and see, a devotee who doesn't want any honor and respect for himself, but when God is telling him to serve, that's a service. Now there is no more question of saying, I will not initiate. And the same person gets up in the morning, I want to initiate now. Now I want to initiate. And he goes to the Ganga to do his Sandhya in the morning because that's how he starts his day and he wants to initiate immediately. How can you understand the heart of a devotee? He wants to initiate. He's looking, who is that person? First person I'll see, I'll initiate. Just imagine. First person I'll see today morning, I'll initiate. And he does the Sandhya and he sees a dead body is going in the Ganga. He says, oh Mahaprabhu, I got somebody to initiate. He swims and barely touches the body with his leg because it's going, it's a stream. And he touches the dead body, floating, rotten dead body, floating in the Ganga with his feet. And look at the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that dead body gets life. The dead body gets up in the water. Like, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. And he names that personality Thakura Murari, the dead body. He initiated Thakura Murari is the next lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Sarangadas. How do you understand this? Right? Prabhu, the amount of absorption, the sampradaya that we are all representing or we are aspiring to represent is very high. The gurus that we are seeing in our life, recently Bhakti Vaishnav, Bhakti Ashray Vaishnav Swami Maharaj, he's in that sampradaya. They are all great Vaishnavas. The devotees who are coming here, His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, Radhesham Prabhu, Keshavanand Prabhu, we are not dealing with ordinary people. Huh? Let's be very, very clear about this. We are dealing with great Vaishnavas who are coming in that disciplinic succession. Right? Who have Krishna, who are completely absorbed in Krishna. There is this another devotee. Prabhupada says in that chapter, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes towards Kolkata. I don't know what it was called in those days, but that was the region that Mahaprabhu was traveling in Bengal. And there he goes to somebody's house and he sees that person is chanting, reading Bhagavatam. Right? And that person's name is Raghunath. Not Raghunath Das Goswami, not Raghunath Bhatta. It's Raghunath. And Mahaprabhu sits there and is like, Bhagavatam? Yes, I want to hear. And this personality starts reading Bhagavatam and then a verse comes and he starts explaining that verse. And he explains the verse with complete bhakti, with pure devotional service he brings into that verse. And when he tells that, Mahaprabhu faints. Can you imagine? Lord Krishna is fainting in the front of the devotee by hearing Bhagavatam. The greatness of Bhagavatam is it can even make the Supreme Lord faint in ecstasy. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu faints. He gets up and he says, I am initiating. Your name is, what is that? Bhagavat Acharya. Your name is Bhagavat Acharya. You have read Bhagavatam, so your name is Bhagavat Acharya. And that's another lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from Bhagavat Acharya. So can you imagine how Mahaprabhu created his disciplinic succession by choosing, what is it, cherry picking you say, right? Picking up the right ripened cherry, right? So all these great Vaishnavas, and we are coming in that kind of disciplinic succession, and we should also think, am I heading towards this consciousness? Am I heading towards this kind of sampradaya? Where am I? Am I stuck somewhere in the name of service? Am I stuck somewhere in the name of my little achievements? Am I stuck somewhere in the name of numbers? Am I really heading in this? And where is my enthusiasm? All these devotees are extremely enthusiastic. And Prabhuji's enthusiasm is life in Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada told. Even my Guru Maharaj Radhanath Swami Maharaj many times says, enthusiasm is the life of a devotee. Enthusiasm. If enthusiasm is not there, is a dead body. Is a dead body. We all should be very, very enthusiastic to serve. Right? Biggest problem, how do you know that enthusiasm is going down? Let me ask that question. How do you know that enthusiasm is going down?
If someone discourages.
You need something? Fans?
If someone discourages.
Okay. If someone discourages. No, your enthusiasm is going down. How do you know that?
You are not getting the taste in
You're not getting the taste.
life.
Yes. Yes.
When someone does
When someone does,
Vaishnava,
you did Vaishnava Aparadh, but how do you know that you have done Vaishnava Aparadh? Your enthusiasm is going. How do you know your enthusiasm is going down?
Less absorption.
Huh?
Less absorption.
Less of?
Absorption.
Less of absorption. Yes. Yes. That's right.
Missing or going to such.
Huh?
Missing going to such and such.
Yeah.
Decline in seva.
Decline in seva.
lack of interest,
Huh?
lack of interest,
Lack of interest. Lack of interest. We start comparing and complaining our services with other services. We start comparing and complaining about other services. That is a clear indication your enthusiasm is gone. Because when you're enthusiastic, you don't really compare with anybody. Try to remember the first time you came to satsang. Did you find faults with people or you went and did the service? Whatever you got. Without even giving the service, you went and took the service. Again. But 10 years down the line, you are sitting and saying, why is not putting the carpet? Why is not putting the chair? Why he came late? What kind of people they are? Why nobody is cleaning the altar? Why nobody is, giving water? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? Simply means, if that is what is absorbing you. See, sometimes as a preacher, as a leader, sometimes you want to tell that to people who are trying to follow you. That's okay. But deep inside, what is going on? Are you having more complaints about the whole world than your own enthusiasm to do that service? That means enthusiasm is going down. Very dangerous, Prabhu. It's so subtle, right? Fall down is so subtle. Don't think fall down is like you fall from this balcony. You go to that balcony, you fall, you will feel the gross feeling also. You will feel that you have fallen down. वो थोड़ा knee पे चोट लगेगा, हाथ पे चोट लगेगा, right? दो दांत निकलेगा. You don't need to tell. I have fallen down. Anybody will look at you. You fell down, right? You'll tell. Fall down in a gross sense is very easy to find. But fall down in spiritual life is very difficult to find. The funniest part is when you don't know that you have fallen down. When you don't know. But Krishna knows. Guru knows. Satsang. There you will know. Nobody else. If you don't go to satsang, who will tell you this? See, there are some devotees who did not come to satsang today. Right? Except health reason, bodily health reason, no other reason is acceptable. Because what if you die today? What consciousness are you leaving the body? Right? These are lifeline, Baba. But the point is, how do you know your enthusiasm is going down? When you start comparing your services with other services and you are complaining more than performing services. Right? That means enthusiasm is going down. Very subtle. Very, very subtle. Even now, I see some very senior Vaishnavas. We should learn from them. They say that we should do menial services sometimes. You don't go and tell somebody, you do. This whole discussion is not to say, see, Prabhuji told, you just tell. Spirituality at the end of the day is more individual. Right? Very individual. What is my situation? Let me fix my situation. Without judging anybody, without pushing anybody, let me fix my situation. But that is the ultimate reason why we came here, right? Right? Like many times, Radhesham Prabhu, I keep giving examples of Radhesham Prabhu more because he is the one who is very close to many of us who comes here. Such a elevated Vaishnav, you will never see him not serving prasadam. If he is there in that place, he'll run after the lecture, he'll stand there, he'll serve prasadam. He will do that. Not trying to show off. He likes to be in that situation. You should put yourself in a very simple situation many times, even though you are whatever you are. Right? So one way of finding out your enthusiasm is falling down when you start comparing. When you start comparing and complaining. Another way to find out is when inner voice comes, I think I have done enough. This is the Brahmastra of fall down. Chala chesesina ippadi. I think I have done enough. Now we should encourage others to do. I think I have done enough. Khatam. The classic example that you can take is a personality named Ghanasham Babaji in Vrindavan. When His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj went and told, I will help your bucket because you are struggling to take the bucket from Yamuna to your mandir. I will help you to just take the bucket. Give me that bucket. And Ghanasham Baba, he doesn't understand English. He's only seeing a young boy, 19-year-old boy coming and saying, I'll help you with the bucket. He says, don't touch the bucket. This is my bucket. You might feel, his bucket? You're attached to a bucket. He's not attached to the bucket. He's attached to the water, the service that the bucket does. And he's taking the bucket 1 feet. How much time does it take for you to take the bucket 1 feet from Yamuna to the temple? And His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, you can do more service in the temple if I take the bucket myself. I'll keep it there. Prabhu, you can do more service. No! Chodo. ये मेरा सेवा है. This is my seva. Don't take this away. When you don't have that feeling towards your seva, that means the fall down has started. As simple as that. Am I willing to do my seva? Right? Am I willing? Don't judge others. See, this whole exercise that mind, what will the mind tell? Prabhuji correct చెప్పిండు. ఇంటికి పోయిన తర్వాత చెప్తా. Prabhuji నీకు చెప్పిండు. You hear this first. Passing it on to others is the next thing. How enthusiastic are you? Are you getting it? Is your enthusiasm going down? Are you getting the feeling, I think I've done enough? Right? 750 Bhagavatam sets. How many got the feeling? I think I've done enough. అన్ని తిప్పి ఇక్కడికే తీసుకొస్తాడు ప్రభుజీ. No. It's not the number game. But Prabhuji's, when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj told Srila Prabhupada, go and preach in English language in the West, he did not find, what do you call that? Prabhupada didn't gossip. He didn't go and gossip that, what is the old man telling? We should go and preach in the West. We have not even got independence. What English, who will hear? He didn't gossip. He didn't conduct a discussion calling 3 people saying that Hey, really? Does he really mean we should go to the West? There was no gossip. There was no discussion. There was no assessment. He didn't sit and assess. Is it really possible? I think it is very impractical. I think we should assess the situation of India. I think we should assess the situation of the West, whether it should be done or it should not be done. No gossip, no discussion, no assessment, only execution. And complete dependence on the mercy of Guru. And he did it. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, he did it. Because no gossip. There were many people to gossip. In that time, in Gaudiya Math, many others were not falling for this statement of Bhakti. It is not like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj told this only to Srila Prabhupada. He told this to many people. Of course, he knew who was going to do it. A pure devotee can recognize a pure devotee. He knew that this Abhay Charan De is going to do it. And he told this indirectly to many. Many of his assistants, don't disturb him. Many told, he is not joining the, no, don't disturb him. When the right time comes, he will do it. He will come. Right? And he did it. But there was no gossip. Absorption. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means what? You don't give up. Prabhu, Krishna is seeing that in us. Where is Krishna in our life? He is sitting in between that circle of enthusiasm. That's where he is sitting. Your enthusiasm is gone, your bhakti is gone. Finished. How uncomfortable are you that we are not touching the 750 target? Keep your hand on your heart, close your eyes. 10 seconds. Tell the truth in front of Mother Mohan. Am I uncomfortable that we are not touching 750 target? We don't have to lie to the whole world. He knows, you know. Prabhupada was uncomfortable for 40 plus years that he is not able to fulfill the order of his Guru. He was struggling in his material life. He was struggling to execute his spiritual plans. He was struggling. He was crying. He went to Shantipur. He was sitting outside Advaita Acharya's house and he was crying. He was weeping. We can't fake it. He used to go to Shantipur, sit down there and cry. Hey Guru Maharaj, you told me this order. I am not able to fulfill. Even a small order I am not able to fulfill. What is the use of my life? Guru Maharaj, please give me an opportunity to serve you. Guru Maharaj, please allow me to serve you. Guru Maharaj, can I do this? Do you think I can do this? Why did you tell this to me? Please allow me to do it, Guru Maharaj. I want to do something, Guru Maharaj, for you. I could not do anything for you, Guru Maharaj. Please. He was crying like this. And the pujari of the temple in Shantipur used to see this. Who is this person who comes once in a year and sits and cries, weeps? He used to see this personality and used to go and do his worship. Nobody knows. Nobody knows Prabhupada is crying. If somebody like me has to cry, I will call 10 people and tell, I am going to cry, please. This camera this side, this camera this side. Whole world has to know what a pure devotee I am. Right? Prabhupada was crying in Shantipur and nobody else except that priest knew that he was crying. And when Prabhupada got the free ticket in Jaladuta, he again went to Shantipur. And in front of Advaita Acharya's house, he was crying. He was crying. And the Brahmana again saw, oh, this person again came, this sadhu. Now he is wearing saffron robes, he was sannyasi. He is crying, oh, okay. After Prabhupada left his body, 1977, many devotees from the West, they were doing Sankirtan in Mayapur. They happened to go to Shantipur, holding the photograph and Hare Krishna mantra holding. They are doing Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this Brahman says, who are these white people who are coming and dancing? Who are these foreigners who are coming and dancing? And they all come to Shantipur temple. How many have gone to Shantipur Advaita Acharya's house? Very close actually. It's not too far from Mayapur. And the Brahmana goes and sees they're all chanting and dancing and in ecstasy. They're all so happy. And then he sees this photograph of this old person, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And he tells them, why are you holding this person's picture? He used to come here many times and cry. Where is this person now? Is he here? And why are you holding his picture and dancing? And hearing that, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada started crying. Oh, Gurudev, what all you did for us. What you did for us. Prabhupada was crying for all of us, Prabhus. He was crying. Na kamye aham gatim ishwarat param ashtariddhi yuktaha apunar bhavam va arthim prapadye akhila deha bhajam antasthita yena bhavanti adukhaha. A pure devotee is such a person who doesn't care for punarjanma. A pure devotee is such a person who doesn't look for any siddhis. A pure devotee is such a person who cannot tolerate any even 1% akhila deha bhajam in the whole planet. A pure devotee is such a person at the end of his life, antastitaha. He is only asking for one thing, bhavanti adukhaha. I don't want to see even a single soul in misery in this material world. Oh Krishna, please use me as an instrument to deliver this world. And Prabhupada many times told, my whole Krishna consciousness is successful if I make one pure devotee. How can we understand the heart of a devotee, Prabhu? How can we understand the heart of a devotee? He only wanted to make one pure devotee, or rather be an instrument on the behalf of his Guru Maharaj to make one pure devotee. Right? And he was weeping in front of the temple in Shantipur. Next time you all go to Mayapur, go to Shantipur. That is the place our Acharya, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, used to weep. How many of us have wept for service? I'm not asking you wept after getting the service. Wept for service. In the kitchen, service. Weep for service. How many of us? Huh? And where is Krishna in this? You should ask when your habits are changing in life. How were our habits before? Every time I want to be in association of devotees. Now, somebody has to force me to be in association of devotees. Right? Sometimes there is a fight between husband and wife. Khatam. There is a fight between son and father. Khatam. There is a fight within. Are who's Khatam? I am Khatam. No. We have to help each other be in Krishna consciousness. When the tide is going very low, somebody like Balgwan Prabhu should come and push me. Somebody like my wife Anuradha Priyada says, push me. Keep going. Keep going. There can be 100 differences between us, which is natural. In material world, what is the speciality of Kali? Quarrel and hypocrisy. It will be there. There can be so many differences between us, but devotees have to push each other to make progress in Krishna consciousness. If that means you are being misunderstood, also doesn't matter. You have to do your part. Otherwise, what is the hope, Prabhu? Otherwise, if you are sitting here and judging and not actually, I am planning to call 3 personalities today. Why they didn't come to satsang? If you are not able to see any 3 personalities, just look around once. Just look around, everybody. Any known person to you who has not come to satsang today, just look around. Churandi. Search for the person who didn't. Don't name. Just search for the person who has not come to satsang today. Call them. If you call, Jagannath will be really pleased. Call them. Let them receive 10 calls today. Each one of them. Promise you will call? 8:30. After dinner, call them. Prabhu, enduku rale? Madhi enduku rale? Prabhuji enduku rale? Madhi enduku rale? Prabhuji enduku rale? Madhi enduku rale? Are, నన్ను ఇంతమంది చూస్తున్నారా? నా ఫేస్కి ఇంత వాల్యూ ఉందా? Right? Prabhu, that special feeling is what you get in satsang, and that should attract you to come to satsang. Where is it going? Last week I was telling, I don't want to repeat that the center is making me lose the personal touch with people. It's becoming like a commercial place. Come, sit, do the lecture and go. The personal relations are going down. I really feel this satsang in our houses was so nice. There is so much distance between Padma Mataji and Jyotsna Mataji right now. 4 people can sit there. You want to sit away from devotees. Earlier, you could sit between Pavan Prabhu and Raju Prabhu right now. You could sit. Yeah. The enthusiasm is going away. Our habits are changing. It's a phase, and somebody has to remind us. And somebody has to remind me also. Prabhu, Maripotunnavu Prabhuji. Right? We have to be reminded. Habits. A bad habit will come in such a way that it will ruin your spiritual life. If you start telling no to devotees, telling no will become a habit. If you start telling yes to devotees, telling yes will become a habit. Is that right, Balgandra? Simple. Prabhuji వస్తారా సత్సంగ్కి? నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ Prabhuji. ఇప్పుడేం కాలే. లాస్ట్ వీక్ ఆల్సో టోల్డ్ దిస్. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ Prabhuji వస్తున్నా సత్సంగ్? వస్తాను Prabhuji, మీరు పోలండి, నేను వెనకాల వస్తున్నా. ఐ విల్ కమ్ బిహైండ్ యూ. పోవు. 3rd week Prabhuji వస్తున్నా సత్సంగ్కి? లే Prabhuji. 4th week Prabhuji వస్తున్నా సత్సంగ్కి? Prabhuji, no Prabhuji, no, I'm busy. 5th week Prabhuji వస్తున్నా? No Prabhu. 6th week Prabhuji satsang. Prabhuji, whenever I want I'll come. You don't have to ask me. 7th week Prabhuji వస్తున్నా satsang. I know when to go. You go. You don't have to tell me about my spiritual life. 8th week Prabhuji వస్తున్నా satsang. I don't want to see your face again. What is the difference between 8th and 1st? How was the 1st? Prabhuji వస్తున్నా satsang. Yeah. Next week. 8th, Prabhuji, నీ మొహం నాకు చూపెట్టకు. This did not happen overnight. This doesn't happen overnight. Maya doesn't hit you overnight. And we can't see it. Who can see it? Somebody else can see it. A devotee can see it. Right? So we have to help each other. We have to help each other. Bad habits should not come. When we are doing satsang, when small children are there, right, and they are making a lot of noise, what do you do normally? They go out and play. They go out and play. But when you send them, you also ask one parent, can you go and monitor them? Because you don't want them to get lost or get hurt. Is that true? Maybe we all were also sent out of Goloka in the same way. We are creating too much noise. And Krishna told Prabhupada, just monitor them. Just monitor them. Right? It's good situation. They will become perfect and they can come into the satsang, and we will also not disturb the satsang. Prabhu, material world is that only. It's an environment created where we can be monitored and corrected. Right? It's as simple as that, right? Somebody asks, why are we here? What is this material world? It can be explained by great Acharya in a simple way. If you have the eyes to see, if you have the heart to accept, it's very clearly visible that you are in a jail. Stuck. And here is a great opportunity to go back. And how to see Krishna in our life can also be seen of how much willing are you to apologize to other devotees. One is enthusiasm. Second is your willingness to apologize. I'm sorry, Prabhu. I'm sorry, Mataji. More difficult than telling, I'm sorry, Prabhu. I'm sorry, Mataji, is to tell sorry to your spouse. Because they are the most familiar people in the house, right? Huh? Many times we don't consider our spouse as a Vaishnavi or Vaishnava also. I'm telling this to myself. We all have to meditate on that. Am I really thinking that this personality who is sitting beside me, who is in my house 24/7 is like a CC camera in the house, monitoring me? Is he even a Vaishnava? Or is she even a Vaishnavi? How many devotees we have in our life who always encourage us by telling what we are doing is very nice? Do you all have? They are telling you, very nice Prabhu, very nice chanting, please come to satsang. Do you all have no or what? Chail happened. You all have or no? How many devotees we have in our life who keep encouraging us, what you're doing is nice Prabhu, very nice, very nice. How many devotees who have in your life who unhesitantly tell you what is wrong with you? Except your spouse. Nobody. That shows your spiritual situation, our spiritual situation. We have created such a negative aura and energy around us that people are hesitant to come and tell us, "Chepte ekkada baaripotado." In one satsang, I told something about dress. The dress is also gone, the person in the dress is also gone. Then onwards, I am very careful. I only speak about the person. With the dress, the person will come. Some dress. Yeah. That is Kali Yuga, Prabhu. You are hesitant to tell. Cheppalevu. Right? But our spiritual progress completely depends upon the signal that I am giving through my aura to others, how much people are okay to tell me what is wrong with me. How much am I willing to accept what is wrong with me? You need to have that kind of association which will tell you what is wrong with me. Okay, you may not correct it immediately. But are you willing to listen? Are please, why don't you? Nuna Japak. Nuni Jusko. Do we all believe in Grahastha Ashram? Haribol? No? Yes? Yes. Huh? Penly. Do you all actually believe that Grahastha Ashram is to help us go back to Krishna?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Prabhuji is laughing. Once Prabhupada went to one place and he asked a Mataji, who are you very close to? Krishna or your husband? Prabhupada asked this question to one Mataji. Who are you very close to? Krishna or your husband? And that Mataji started crying. Prabhupada asked, why are you crying? Mataji told, I am neither close to husband nor Krishna. That is why she was crying. What can you do? Huh? Prabhupada, when he was preaching in the West, he was preaching to this Western people. They don't know a lot of things. etiquettes, all that they don't know. So Prabhupada told, whoever helped you come to Krishna consciousness, he is your son. What is that, Guru? Huh? Vartamana Padaksha Guru. Right? He is that Guru. And Prabhupada went to this devotee's house in some country and he looked at the parampara. Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji, and there is a picture of a girl. Who is this? like a young girl. And he asked the devotee, who is this? And the devotee told, Prabhupada, Swamiji, I used to love this girl. And she left me. In that pain, I came to Krishna consciousness. So I kept the picture of that girl on the altar. Can you imagine a Goswami from Vrindavan, what all he had to go through? I made him sit down. I know that girl is, in a way, helped you to come to satsang. 4 kinds of people who come to satsang. Knowledge, inquisitive, jignasa. One of them is distress. I know that girl gave you distress. I know that girl has brought you to Krishna consciousness. But you can't put that girl in parampara. So Prabhupada had to humbly tell that. You can't put that girl in parampara. You can keep that girl anywhere else, the picture you can remember. But don't keep it in parampara. Okay, Swami, that's okay. He took it off. Right? So, do we actually believe that Grahastha Ashram is made to help us to go back to Krishna? If the answer is yes, do you really think Lord Krishna chose a wrong spouse for you? Very controversial question I'm asking. My wife is also here. You think Krishna chose a wrong spouse for you? Can Krishna choose a wrong spouse for you? Or you think you found your spouse?
No.
That's the biggest illusion. You didn't find your spouse didn't find you. Krishna found both of you. He said, get married. Right? And Prabhuji and Matajis, who is that only other person who is all the time with you in Grahastha Ashram? All the time. Spouse. Nobody else. Your husband. Whether you like that face or no, whether you like that sound, voice or no, your husband, your wife, is that person who is going to be with you for the rest of your life. And if you really feel that Krishna has chosen this person for you, and you are not willing to accept that, then you are insulting Krishna. As simple as that. Okay, you might say, Prabhuji, but how can I get the love when there is no love? Because he doesn't love, because I have no love. Ni love, pakabetu. Krishna has sent a person to assist you to go back to Krishna. Period. That's what our acharyas have told. Yes or no? Yes. Be with that person. Serve that person. ఇక్కడ వరకు బాగానే ఉంది ఈ సర్వ్ ఎందుకు మళ్ళీ రైట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద సర్వీస్ యూ కెన్ డూ అప్రిషియేట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దట్ పర్సన్ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ ఫర్ కృష్ణ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ వాట్ యూ డూ ఇన్ ద సెంటర్ టు డివోటీస్ డూ దట్ టు యువర్ స్పౌస్ Prabhuji, you're telling all these things, Prabhuji, but so that is why the topic of today's lecture is what? Where is Krishna in this? Where is Krishna in this? Right? Where is Krishna in this? If your marriage is you're seeing as a big problem in your life, then where is Krishna in this? We read the verse, right? What Brahma is saying? Lord Brahma is saying? Accept adversities as blessings of Krishna. And the one who accepts this way and with folded hands thanks him, and accepting all those miseries as the reactions of your past life and thanks him, he has a rightful claim to go back to his abode. Prabhu's, what a statement. I mean, philosophy is very good. Huh? We can read this verse. But in real application. Last week we were discussing, there has to be one service which is very pleasing for you. One service. You should do many services, but one service should be very, very pleasing to you, which is your anchor that Krishna will use to pull you back. What is that service? And that service you should not compromisingly stop any time in your life. Whether it is singing, whether it is preaching, whether it is deity worship, whether it is cooking, whether it is assisting, whether it is anything. That one service is your anchor. Encourage your spouse in the service that he or she likes to do. That's all. That's what we do in the satsang, right? Why are you not doing in the house? So you want to do that service, you have that conversation. Huh? What is stopping? Have that conversation with your spouse. If your spouse is sitting there, I know she's far, but you can ask, what is that service that is really sweet for you in Krishna consciousness? Ain't a service. And let your spouse tell. Right? What is that service? Which is very pleasing to you. And then just encourage your spouse to do that service. And don't compare your spouse with any other service. No, right? But you should encourage that spouse to do that service. And you should also do the service that you like. And be very vocal. See, I'm telling, not everybody is good at every service. At the same time, not everybody has to let go all the service. When there is a need for deity worship, you should do. When there is a need for book distribution also, you should do. Some devotees are very uncomfortable to book distribution. You come for book, I'll not come, you go. Right? No, that is also wrong. You do, but you should know what is your sweetest service. And that you should not let go. Right? And you should know what is your spouse's sweetest service. And that you should not let her go. Right? Prabhu, service should not become a, what is that? Rope in your neck. That you start losing the sweetness of Krishna consciousness. That doesn't mean you don't do other services, but that one service should be your service. Like Ghanesham Baba. My service is to serve Radha Gopi Vallabh. That's it. Is to give them Abhishekam in the morning in Vrindavan. My service is to worship Supreme Lord in Brahma Muhurta. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He will just do it. That's his service. No matter how the whole day will go, what will happen last night, I will be on the altar and I will do the Mangalarti. That's my sweetest exchange of service, my attachment to the Supreme Lord. What is your service? If you have still not found out that sweet service, then you better find out. And you discuss that with your spouse. Because Prabhu, I'll tell you what will happen. In the guise of Krishna consciousness, it will be another topic for fight in the house. And the whole sweetness of Krishna Bhakti will go. In Grahastha Ashram. Two false egos staying in under one roof itself is a very big challenge. Right? Two false egos. Right? And in between that, you will bring Krishna consciousness, and then you know what will happen? You will start losing taste in Krishna Bhakti because of too many fights. Because outside devotee you can't fight like that, but with spouse you can speak loudly also. You can shout also. Who is seeing? He is seeing. He is seeing. Right? I am not getting taste in chanting. How will you get? Because the opposite person, the other person is also a Vaishnava. She is also Vaishnavi. Prabhu, sitting in this hall, I am admitting, without any hesitation, I have done many mistakes and say I still do. It's not easy. Familiarity leads to contempt. We do that. But somewhere we have to realize, how do we take this Krishna consciousness beyond the 10th year, beyond the 20th year, beyond the 30th year, unless there is sweetness and happiness? In my relationship, please repeat after me. In my relationship, where is Krishna in it? Where is Krishna in it? Is Krishna missing? Or have you removed Krishna? Have you removed Krishna? Or is Krishna there? Krishna is there everywhere. He is the one who formed that relationship. Where is Krishna in it? It can happen. You lose your temper. You took the previous, whatever, you shouted at your spouse. How can you be comfortable after you shouted at your spouse when you know that that person is a Vaishnava? That person is a Vaishnavi. What is stopping you to go and stand there and say, I'm sorry, please. I lost my mind, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Right? So, I'm not telling this will happen overnight. But, Prabhuji is laughing. It's everybody's house, Prabhu. I'm telling you, everybody's house. Don't think, everybody's house. You can look at me and my wife. Can you all look at me first? Everybody look at my wife. If I give her the mic, she'll give better discourse than me. ఏం మాట్లాడినారు వీళ్ళు కూర్చొని దన మృదంగ్ I've taken the biggest risk today to talk this topic when my wife is here. Anyway, point is very simple. If you really love your wife, if you really love your husband, that love should have Krishna in it. And we should help them make progress. Don't make your spiritual life too much shackled with what is that? I want to use the right word. Too many regulations you should have, but how should I put it, Prabhu? It should not become very mechanical. There should be sweetness in it. You have the word? Dry. Don't make it too dry. Don't make it too dry. I have learned this from Dwarkadish Prabhu and Vishakhapriya Mataji. They both enjoy their Krishna consciousness as a couple. I've seen that. They really, they're so happy in whatever they're doing. And whatever way Prabhuji is doing, Mataji is happy. And whatever way Mataji is doing, Prabhuji is happy. I have not seen them raising eyebrow on each other, or to the extent of time I have seen. And I can see that. Mataji takes Prabhuji's calls. And that's an order from her Guru Maharaj. You assist your husband in Krishna consciousness. Period. Now you can sit and find 100 faults, or you can look at your Guru's order and say, I am going to assist my husband in Krishna consciousness. All his schedule is managed by Prabhuji, Mataji only. All his schedule. Wherever he has to travel, which program, this, that, everything. And finally at the end of the day, she goes and discusses with Prabhuji. And after the schedule is okay by Prabhuji, she calls back and says, okay Prabhu, the schedule is good. This one change Prabhuji asked, if it's possible, do it. Now both of them are doing DT worship. Both of them are second initiated. Both of them are very good speakers. Sometimes I feel Mataji is better speaker than Prabhuji. I'm just being biased. My personal opinion. She speaks by heart. Prabhuji also speaks by heart. But such a capable person is taking a role for the pleasure of Guru to assist her husband. Rupa Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami used to write scriptures, right? What do you say? On the palm leaves, he would write, right? The essence of all scriptures, right? Essence of all scriptures. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, it is explained that Rupa Goswami would write on one side of the palm leaf, and wait for some time before it turns and writes the other side. Why? It has to dry. It has to dry. Otherwise, if it just turns it, everything will become ink, isn't it? And it's not like there was a fan there, and he writes and shh, okay, done, next. No, he has to wait. He has to wait for the leaf to dry and then he can write the other side. Jiva Goswami was such a great scholar and devotee. He would write the palm leaf, the first page. He would keep it aside and write the third page. Can you believe it? He already knew what has to be written in second page. He would write the first page, keep it aside, second palm leaf is writing the third page. And by the time he writes the third page, the first page is dry. He'll again pull back the first page, reverse it, write the second page. And then he'll write the fourth page. Can you imagine? We can't even imagine. The Sandarbhas of Jiva Goswami are like icing on the cake of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. We have not even gone there. We are still not ready at Bhagavatam only. What are we talking about? Jiva Sandarbhas. And this Jiva Goswami, Prabhuji, please pay attention. All husbands and wives. This Jiva Goswami, he is one of the main service for Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami was to assist in finding palm leaves for them to write scriptures. And until Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami were there, he used to only find palm leaves and give it to them to write scriptures. And he himself was such a capable person beyond measure. This is called Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amananiya Manadena, Kirtanaya Sadahari. Now you think how we are judging each other in the house. You might be a very capable devotee than your spouse. But what is the mood of our acharyas? What is the mood of our acharyas? And what is our culture? A wife has to assist the husband. This statement is so dangerous. Sar tan se juda. If I tell it outside. Prabhuji? The mere statement itself is so dangerous to speak. How dare you expect this from me? I am not this, I am not. Why are you thinking of all that? Think about the system that Krishna has created. And there is a reason for that, right? A woman body, a male body, there are some traits in that body. There are some things in that body which are beyond our controls. And there is a culture, there is a system that is created where if that way of functioning doesn't happen in the house, there will be two husbands in the house. And then only wars will happen in the house. I don't accept it. So then that's a different thing. It's not about how capable you are. Maybe actually you are, even as a wife, even as a husband, very, very highly capable than your spouse. But Krishna sees how you are serving the other opposite person with humility. And if you are not able to do that, then who are you faking it around? Whose spiritual life are you doing? Your own spiritual life. Your own spiritual life. Prabhu, you really think our Grahastha ashram, if we don't treat each other properly or at least somewhat sweetly or at least willing to work on it, will not affect our spiritual life? It will. Chanakya Pandit says, no, I will not say. It's too heavy. But the point is this, let's do it for the sake of Krishna. Where is Krishna in this? Yeah, Himanshi Prabhu? You can't see Surabhi Mataji can't see you. Sitting in two different corners, but where is Krishna in this? speaking high philosophy, reading lot of verses, memorizing verses, quoting verses. Are you becoming a Saragrahi or are you becoming a Bharavahi? Saragrahi or Bharavahi? What is the difference? Saragrahi means the one who sees the essence of knowledge. All the satsangs, all the lectures, all the great scriptures that you have heard, he sees the essence of it and he applies it in his life. And Bharavahi is a person who carries the Bhara of Jnana with no love towards anybody in his life. Forget about God's love. He doesn't love anybody in his life. Right? What do we want to become? I asked this question to Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. He told, Prabhu, why do you want to become a Bharavahi? Become a Saragrahi. We don't have to memorize verses. We don't have to do, what is it? Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, what is it? Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti this, Bhakti that. For the sake of doing it. No! It will become a Bharavahi. You will take that to your house, in front of your parents, in front of your spouse and tell, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Shastri, you want to put no? Double initiated. Not initiated, huh? Inka? Huh? This is the problem. Bharavahi. Too much knowledge, too much, what is that? Burden. Too much burden. Without love, the knowledge that you carry is a burden. Where is that service attitude? Prabhupada told, if somebody comes to your house, if you are doing Aarti, if somebody is visiting, keep the Aarti down there, go bring that person inside. Am I telling it right? Keep the Aarti down, bring that person inside. Because he is a guest of Krishna who entered the house. Right? Once somebody came to see Prabhupada and came to the temple and the devotee was yet to offer the bhoga to Lord. And Prabhupada asked that person, you stay, Prasad will come, you don't go. And Prabhupada told, the servant, get some Prasad. And the servant came back and told Prabhupada, Prabhupada, the offering is still not over. The same A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada who established 108 temples, established deities, highest standard of deity worship on the planet is there in ISKCON temples, Prabhu. We all should be proud of it. Can I hear a small clap? It is. But Prabhupada was not a Bharavahi, he was Saragrahi. He told, offer it, ask him to offer it immediately. Even if it was 10 minutes early, ask him to do it now. And bring it as soon as you can. Right? Give it to this person because he is Krishna's guest. He is Krishna's guest. Saragrahi. Now, can we do it whimsically? Don't do that. Let me also say this. We don't have to repeat what the great devotees do. Like once, Puri Goswami Maharaj in Vrindavan, in the temple, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj took all his disciples for a yatra in Vrindavan, and there is this beautiful temple. I forgot the name of the temple. Please remind me if you remember. In temple in Vrindavan, and they all went and they were having. And as soon as Maharaj saw, he said, oh, devotees have come to Vrindavan. Please, everybody sit down. I have to serve prasadam, serve prasadam. In the temple hall, prasadam is being served. And Puri Goswami Maharaj, such an elevated Vaishnava, god brother of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, said, open the altar. Now, how would anybody understand this? Now, he told, Krishna will feel so happy to see his devotees coming and taking his prasad. Saragrahi. Saragrahi. At the same time, we are not supposed to do that. We are not supposed to do that. But when we are in that connection, maybe Krishna is telling Puri Maharaj that, open the curtain, what are you doing? My devotees have come. And he opened the curtain. Will Krishna tell you that? Tell me that? No. Saragrahi. Bhava. Saragrahi versus Bharavahi. We don't want to become Bharavahis. Our courses, our academics in Krishna consciousness should only lead to devotion and proper attitude towards everybody in the house. Everybody in the house. Starting with your wife, your children, your in-laws, your own parents, your own sisters, your own brothers. Starting there. And extending to your neighbors, extending to the whole community. But when false ego is shooted up, what happens? It goes reverse. Whole community first, then neighbors, then family. Right? Because in family, everybody will correct you. Outside, nobody will correct you. It's very easy to be very nice with outside people. But to be very nice with people in the house, it's very difficult. Very difficult. Right? Just we should have our own internal introspection. How am I? How am I behaving with the spouse that Krishna gave me? Okay, I would have done some mistake. But am I at least feeling the guilt inside? That shows where is Krishna in this. Where is Krishna in my life? Superficially is in the picture, is in the altar also. I have whole DT set also. I have this also. I have that also. I have satsang also. I am going to yatras also. I am doing a lot of things also. Everybody is praising also. But where is Krishna in this? Where is he? Am I using Krishna consciousness to get awe and respect? Because that is what you easily get in ISKCON. One of the things that you get in ISKCON is a lot of respect. Just by wearing this dress, you will get 50% respect. One Kantimala, 70%. Initiated, 90%. Vyasasan, Hari Bol, 200%. Full respect you will get. But where is Krishna in this? Where is Krishna in this? Where is that enthusiasm to do what you used to like to do? Right? Sharad Purnima is coming. Our sweet festival where we decorate the whole altar. Right? 17th, I think it's 17th. Let's convey a message to Krishna. That Krishna, I want you to be in my life. More intimately. If needed, let me take a half-day leave. And I will do some special decoration. There is a theme. What is the theme? Silver color dress. My wife sent some pictures. She's already thinking. I am not that DT centric person. I'm sorry. There is no Krishna in my life, by the way. I'm clarifying. I want Krishna to be in my life. That seminar today is for me only. But where is Krishna in this? Right? So let's do it like a very vibrant and a nice kirtan that evening. Sharad Purnima, the sweetest pastime of Lord Krishna with gopis. Let's make it it's a very intimate festival of devotees. Many outside people don't know. People who are very regular to ISKCON only know about Sharad Purnima. Janmashtami everybody knows. Radhashtami very less number of people know. Sharad Purnima even less number of people know. Let it be the most sweetest festival. Think about what all you want to do on this altar. Altar is open for everybody. Right? I will be a little late that day. I have some ceremony in the morning, apparently on the same day, related to my father. Maybe I'll come by 2 o'clock, 2:30. But you're all invited. One of the weekdays I'll send a message. We'll make a stock of what all we have to decorate. Let's see which motor is still working, the fountain is working or no, I don't know. On the Sharad Purnima day, you keep and the motor blasts. Hare Krishna. Let's do that preparation. And you all think what you want to do for Sharad Purnima. Where is Krishna in this festival, in my life? Is he there or no? Let it be my offering. Right? When we start including Krishna in this way in our life, then our Krishna consciousness will become very sweet. Take up services, but not at the compromise of your most intimate service. At the same time, take up services for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Be ready for austerity in Krishna consciousness. Some austerity has to be there. Don't try to make your Krishna conscious life comfortable. Don't try to make your Krishna conscious life comfortable. I'm again repeating it. Repeat after me. Don't make, try to make your Krishna conscious life, my Krishna conscious life comfortable. If you do that, there is no more Krishna in it. Only you are in it. Is that right, Balgandhu? If you try to make your Krishna conscious life comfortable, there is no more Krishna in it. You are only in it. Who should be comfortable in your Krishna conscious life? Krishna. I will go to Yatra only if I have an English toilet. Okay, understood. I will go to Yatra only if there is AC room. I will go to Yatra only if it is close to Pandal. I will go to Yatra. Anybody, any idea? Why? I'm sure. What other conditions we have? If somebody will take care of my parents, I will go to Yatra only if I go in a flight. I will go to Yatra only if there is a geyser. Can you imagine? It's not about where is Krishna in this, where is geyser in this. Okay, I'm not telling, if there is a medical reason, if the journey is too long, like for example, Radhesham Prabhu, in his earlier days, initial days, Bhakti Rasamrit Swami Maharaj, he took him to ISKCON Juhu. And Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj told, the meeting is going on in the 4th floor, the satsang, we should go immediately. That time Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj's name was Devamrit Prabhu. So he said, Radhesham Prabhu's name, I don't know, material name, but he was a young boy and he was a pakka Shaivite, a pakka staunch Brahmin from Tamil Nadu. We are very clear on principles, very, very strong. And he told Devamrit Prabhu or Bhakti Rasamrit Swami Maharaj, we should not depend on technology too much. We should go by stairs. Simplicity is very important in spiritual life. We will go by stairs. Like that he told Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj. And Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj told Radhesham Prabhu, what is the use of that austerity? Instead, we can go to the 4th floor in 5 seconds and sit in the lecture for more 5 minutes and hear about Krishna. And that Radhesham Prabhu shares that amazing revelation for him of the difference between austerity and bhakti. So if you can go to Mayapur in 1 hour in a flight, provided you'll go and sit in the kirtan there and attend Mangalarti, it's worth it. Simple. Utilize your money to take a flight ticket and go. Absolutely. Provided you are that much eager to see Panchatattva. Not for your comfort. Not for your comfort. Okay, you have medical reasons. Sometimes some devotees have medical reasons. Good. Because why that medical reason it is good? Because you will be healthy in Mayapur when you go. Is that right? When you go to Mayapur, you don't want to go in sick state. So go to Mayapur. Go to Vrindavan in a flight. No problem. Go any place in a flight. Spend extra money. What is the main reason for that? Not for my comfort. For my service at that place. Right? Where is Krishna in this? In every decision of our life, Prabhuji and Mataji's, in every decision of our life, in every aspect of our life, let's ask that question, where is Krishna in this? Is he there or no? And you don't have to answer this to anybody, including your spouse. Ask this to yourself. Where is Krishna in this? And your day, every day that you spend, lectures that you are hearing, why are you hearing these lectures? So you can go and bombard people with all those points, like I am doing right now. My accumulation for the last 1 week to bombard all of you. Where is Krishna in this? Whenever I tell my wife, during the week, we are going somewhere, I tell her, see this thing I read. Immediately she says, Sunday ki? She knows me. More than anybody in this world, she knows me. I cannot bogus in front of her. I'm already feeling some pain on this side. Where is Krishna in this? Right? Where is Krishna in this? So now, where is the mic? Where is the mic? Yeah. So I would like every devotee who is preaching here, even assisting in preaching, please take the mic and tell what you felt about today's, not to praise me, that's not the point. How important it is to see whether Krishna is there in every aspect of your life. That is the question. How important it is to see Krishna in every aspect of your life. Please speak. One minute. Yeah. Who has the mic?
The continuousness is
Go ahead. No, how important it is to see Krishna in every aspect of your life? That is the question. What do you feel about it?
As a preacher, we are talking about Krishna and we are telling that Krishna consciousness is very important. To at the same time to see Krishna in everything is also very important. So that's how I feel that Krishna is very important in every aspect.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, please keep passing the mic. But you know why I am telling this everybody to speak? I planned this actually. Because I want Krishna to know how important he is in your life. So he wants to know. So it's your service to say a few words.
Hare Krishna. It's definitely important to have Krishna in our life, there's no doubt. But when we introspect and try to say what we are doing, are we really there? The answer is no. It's honest confession. The answer is no. But we are trying to be there. We are definitely trying to be there, and we will try our level best. Because there is no other go. There is no other go. If there is no Krishna, then there is no life. That's my realization. Definitely we are not there, but we are working hard to be there.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Honest confession, Prabhu. Manasa Mataji, are you hearing that? Yes. Keep passing it on. We have to have Prashadam. It's already getting late. Where is Krishna in it? Yes. Yeah? Shashank Prabhu, you want to say something? No. How many want Shashank Prabhu to say something? Yes. So, Shashank Prabhu, you say something. Where is Krishna in it? How important it is for you? Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Krishna Swami Prabhu and Mataji have brought up a great Vaishnava in their house. When I look at them, when I look at him, I feel that's a perfection of their life and a great instruction for our life. Now, it doesn't mean we go and start cursing our children. Why are you? No, encourage them and bring them in the right association. Right? Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Jai.
So,
Pavan Prabhu.
as a preacher, I think we should see Krishna in everything, or else it definitely becomes a dry philosophy, and definitely we cannot give that same thing to others. I always differentiate between when my sadhana is good, what enthusiasm enthusiasm we can speak, and when sadhana is not good. So sadhana is nothing but again Harinam, and Harinam is nothing not different from Krishna. So when Krishna is not there in us, I think our preaching is like just like a personality development course and nothing much. So at every step we should see, be it kirtans, be it instrument playing, be it verses, be it preaching, wherever we should take that Krishna in every step, and that's when we can become successful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Prabhu. Yeah, please pass it on behind. Yeah, Mahesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, before Mahesh Prabhu speaks, Mahesh Prabhu
Prabhuji,
is
please.
still conducting session after session in unknown communities, in foreign territories to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam. Even yesterday he went and some community is going and conducting, and 3-4 people are taking Bhagavatam sets in each community.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, actually, last week I mentioned unity among devotees is more important than individual purity. But it doesn't undermine the individual purity, Prabhuji. Only if we have that sadhana in us, despite whatever anarthas we have, if we have that sadhana properly done, message will surely reach the devotees who are coming to our satsang, Prabhuji. And it's not the end, Prabhuji. Always, every year, whatever the little experience I had in Krishna consciousness, what the congregation we have done, there is an improvement in each and every congregation what we are seeing. And there is always a scope, not only for the entire congregation, but also for the preacher. Preacher. I mean, yesterday, in fact, I requested Pavan Prabhu to speak. So I realized that I should quote more verses. Probably 1 or 2 I quote, but I should quote more verses, so that we are able to give the direct references for each and every point what we are trying to convey. When I know I'm dragging this a bit, but
Hare Krishna.
for Bhagavatam, when we are trying to say Bhagavatam is none other than Krishna. Now, a lot of devotees say that, Prabhuji, a lot of books are there already in my house. I'm not reading those books. I will not be able to read this. Why are you comparing those books with Bhagavatam? So then we need to quote. There is a quote provided by Madhav Gopinath Prabhu last time when he has come. That quotation is there in Padma Puran. Padma Puran, that quotation is there. The first 2 cantos are nothing but the legs of Krishna. Like
Prabhuji, don't leave. Prasadam is there. Hare Krishna. We're done. 5 minutes we are done.
Yeah,
Please take Prasadam and go. Huh? Yeah, we're just done.
Anyway, Prabhuji. I'm done, Prabhuji.
So maybe Mataji's,
Yes, please.
pass the mic.
Thank you very much.
Balgavin Prabhu at the end, After Mataji's, I want Balgavin Prabhu to say a few words, please. Yeah, pass it to Mataji's. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, when you say where is Krishna in my life, means what I feel is means Prabhupada has given so many, means you told so many examples of Prabhupada, means how he has struggled to give the knowledge of this, and so he wants us to see Krishna everywhere. So that makes all parampara and Prabhupada happy. And for Krishna also, means Krishna is giving us everything, like we have to give him back, like whatever the sun we are getting free, like water, air, everything we are getting free, means what we are giving to him, that reciprocation we have to give him, and we have to see Krishna everywhere. That yes, we are struggling to see that. but we have to improve ourselves and
Jai, thank you. Yeah, Padma Mataji, you want to say? Manasa Mataji, Padma Mataji, both have to speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I heard once from Amarendra Prabhu. He said, we have never seen Krishna, but how to make Krishna happy, the way Prabhupada has shown us. So whatever act we do, if we have that in mind, that if I do this, Prabhupada will be happy, then automatically, directly Krishna will be happy.
Jai.
So I try to, it is very, very difficult, Prabhuji, definitely very difficult, but I try to have that in my mind, would Prabhupada be happy if I do this? Definitely Prabhupada is not happy with me, but we are still struggling to
Hare
get
Bol.
into it, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Manasa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Stand up.
Now, as you quoted that Krishna has decided a plan so that we got married, right? But we are trying to cheat every day and see that, okay, but if you say yes, I say no.
If you say yes, I'll say
No.
no. Perfect.
That, so whatever you say yes, I'll say no. That is how we are cheating every day and making Krishna away. So from now, I was thinking on that timeline, so that I need to improve and see how we can both go parallelly together and serve Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Thank you for making your life easy. Huh? No. She meant, no, please, everybody. A service to Krishna, please. Yeah, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, so the question is, why do we think it is important to
Yeah, see Krishna in everything.
uh, because that's the only way to be happy, Prabhuji. And being happy doesn't really mean that we get it easily. So there will be tribulations, but that's the only way to be happy. So pardon for my very mundane example, but I think this will sum up. This works for me. This example works for me. Say we are going through some health issues and we need to lose weight. And losing weight is very difficult, Prabhuji. But when we lose weight, that makes us happy. That
Correct.
makes us healthy. So while it is not going to be without any tribulations, while it is very hard, while it is very difficult to go through, but that's the only way to be happy, and that's why it's very important to have Krishna in everything that we do.
Jai, Hari Bol. I'll just replace that weight with false ego. Right? You lose your false ego, you'll be happy. Please say a few words. No? What did you feel? Later she'll tell me. Anybody else? Yeah, that Mataji there, she wants to do something. Yeah, just one more and then we'll close. I know everybody has many things to say.
Something fell.
Hare Krishna Mataji. అయ్యో తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితే అందరికి అర్థమవుతుంది మంచిగా.
మీరు ఇందాక అన్నారు కదా, కృష్ణుడు చూస్ చేస్తాడు హస్బెండ్ అండ్ వైఫ్ని, అలాగే నా భర్తను కూడా అలా చూస్ చేస్తాడేమో అనుకుంటాను నేను. మా వారు అనేవారు భాగవతం చదువుతాను కాబట్టి నాకు అంత జ్ఞానం లేదు, అర్థం కాదు అని అనేదాన్ని. కానీ ఆయన నన్ను చెయ్యి పట్టు లాక్కొచ్చి కూర్చోబెట్టి నేను చదువుతాను, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఆయన అర్థం కాకపోతే నన్ను అడుగు చెప్తాను అని చెప్పి నన్ను కూర్చోబెట్టి అలా నన్ను ఎంకరేజ్ చేశాడు. అప్పుడు నాకు చాలా బాగా అర్థమైంది. మేము ఆ ప్రాసెస్లో ఉండగా మేము ఆ జర్నీలో ఉండగా నన్ను వెళ్ళిపోయాను. అప్పుడు ఈ కృష్ణుడు పూర్తిగా వచ్చేసాడు నా లైఫ్లోకి. వచ్చేసి ఇంక ఇప్పుడు పూర్తిగా సర్వం కృష్ణుడే అయిపోయాడు అనమాట. నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది ఆయన ఏంటంటే ఆ చూస్ చేసిన కరెక్ట్ పర్సన్ చూస్ చేసి నాకు ఇచ్చాడు ఈ తోవలోకి రావడానికి. ఆయన కృప చాలా ఉంది అని అనిపిస్తుంది.
Hari Bol. Amazing. I don't know how many understood this, what Mataji told, but it's an amazing thing what she told. I would like to say one thing as a qualifier, for whatever I spoke. I'm not qualified to give this kind of talk. I just repeated what I heard from great Vaishnavas. Essence of this lecture is not saying that whatever your husband or wife will tell you have to agree. That's not the essence. It is not possible also. It is not. Let's not get into that. You go outside and you say something. Keep your mouth. I have to agree now. It's not going to work like that. But how you treat each other is what is it is. Right? How you treat each other. There can be disagreements. There will be disagreements. But how are you going to see Krishna in that relationship? Not only husband and wife, even brothers, sisters, parents, everyone. How are you treating each other? Is this the way I treat people outside? Am I being a different person outside and inside? Basically, you are saying Krishna is not in my life. That's where it boggles down to. Right? We are two different personalities, Prabhuji and Matajis. Especially in Grihastha Ashram. Some of you are not married. You might be thinking, should I get married or not? That's not the point. Please get married. Because marriage is a great ashram given by Krishna to make progress. Right? Spiritual progress. But how you treat each other. How you accept each other's shortcomings. How you respect in whatever situation the other person is. Right? For example, if your wife is not a great book distributor or doesn't distribute books, does it mean she doesn't have any devotion for Krishna? Huh? And if your husband is not very good in kirtan, he is not good for Krishna consciousness? No, you might be good in kirtan. Or if your wife is not very good in deity worship, is she useless? Or if your husband is not good in something else, or you like to hear a lot of lectures, your spouse likes to hear only few lectures. Is that a disqualification that you tell your spouse that now you are not in up to standard, you should hear more? No, let's not get into that. What I'm saying is, find your sweetness yourself and allow the opposite person to find his sweetness. Then Krishna is there in that. Don't push your false ego in the name of Krishna consciousness on your partner. Right? Don't push your false ego in the name of Krishna consciousness on your partner. Then there is no Krishna in it. Only your false ego is there. Nothing else is there. Right? You like to do something in Krishna consciousness, you do it with full attention, in a loving way, that everybody feels very nice in the house when you are doing it. When you are doing it, everybody in the house should feel nice. Like for example, you are doing kirtan with the agony and frustration that nobody else in the house is actually liking or doing kirtan. I am the one who is doing it. Is Krishna there in that? Or I am doing deity worship in such a way that cursing that nobody else is in the house is doing deity worship. Is Krishna there in that? Or I am doing book Bhagavatam distribution, cursing that nobody else is cooperating with me in book distribution. I am the only one doing it. Is that book distribution? Is Krishna there in that? It's not there in that. Very subtle. And you will not be happy. You will not be happy in your Krishna consciousness if that is the attitude you carry towards services. Where is Krishna in this? If you cannot be happy, you cannot make anyone happy. As simple as that, right? Many of you came to, satsang. You must have seen me first lecture. Definitely, I did not look like a Rakshasa or something, right? I mean, I had a smiling face. So maybe you thought, this fellow is smiling, maybe I'll also smile one day. Maybe the philosophy that he's going to share is going to help me become nice. But after some time, if you don't see that same happiness in me, will you be motivated to continue? No, you will go and look for somebody else who is more happy in Krishna consciousness. What is the beauty of senior devotees like Gauranga Darshan Prabhu? He is very happy. Have you seen him? He is very happy. What is the greatness of so many sannyasis who come? They are very happy. And the moment you see that, you want that happiness in your life. And that is where Krishna is there. Hare Krishna. So, concluding words by his guest Balgovind Prabhu. Balgovind Prabhu is here. Let's welcome Balgovind Prabhu with 3 loud and enthusiastic Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anjala. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Smasis Dandatinam. Thank you very much for welcoming me, allowing me to come here. And today I know why Krishna made me to come here. Right? The discussion happened today. I felt like it's for me. Krishna made me to cancel my regular program. Generally, I don't come. Right? Sunday we have program.
Do we want Prabhuji to come here regularly? And come here and give lectures here regularly?
Yes, Prabhu. That's what I'm thinking actually. That's what I'm thinking, whatever you said and what you made others say. I'm going to cancel my Sunday programs. I'm trying to come every Sunday here.
So what are you going to share next week, Prabhu?
I don't know. I'm coming to here.
No. Then you're not in.
No.
No. Then the whole point is the Vaishnava should come to share.
Okay, so one thing I understood that today there is no Krishna in my life. That's what I understood. Seriously, once you are analyzing where is Krishna, you may be doing everything, multiple programs. You really nailed down actually. Internally I'm crying. Seriously, internally I'm crying. Where is Krishna? I've been so many things, doing so many things. Where is Krishna? Am I doing it for myself to satisfy my false ego, or to please Krishna, Guru and Krishna? I look back, look internally. I don't see, I'm in dangerous situation. So I have to take association of everybody spoke very nicely. I'm telling they are all rishis and munis without hair and beard. Everybody is so really touching. Thank you very much for. I don't know, but of course I did not miss. As soon as you said the first sentence, I started my video. So I was hearing. So Krishna made me to come here. It's not my plan actually. I'm telling you, it's not my plan. It's Krishna's plan. Krishna made me to hear this lecture. So I'm thankful to you.
And Balgopal Prabhu is the one who encouraged me, my wife, in Krishna consciousness by coming to our house, staying in our house. I still remember the Greenville days.
I don't know who is encouraging who, we don't know. Krishna knows.
No.
So, thank you very much. Probably it's already late.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So please sing Narshing Arati for us and pray for our spiritual life. Please.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Narsinga Parato Narsinga Vito Narsinga Parato Narsinga Vito Narsinga Parato Narsinga Vito Narsinga Parato Narsinga Yaso Yakunamita To Narsinga Yaso Yakunamita To Narsinga Hare Narsinga Hare Narsinga Hare Narsinga Hare Narsinga Narsinga Madhim Sharanam Prabhate Narsinga Madhim Sharanam Prabhate Avakara Kamala Hare Naka Adruta Shinga Lalitai Ranyakasibu Tanumita Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadita Jaya Jagadita Jaya Jagadita Matasido Anubinda Keshavadita Narare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Jaya Jagadisha Jaya Jagadisha Jaya Narsinga Jaya Narsinga Jaya Narsinga Jaya Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Maharaj Jaya Prahlad भक्ति विघ्न विनाश प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की शुभ प्रभुपाद की हिताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि हरे कृष्ण। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजमन वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम जगन्नाथपुर धाम की गंगामय जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। हिताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Sri Prabhupada ki jai.
Krishna, there is one announcement. Hare Krishna. So next week, Sunday feast will not be in Bhakti Center. This is a very unique situation that came. Next week, the Sunday feast